Hi, my name is Jenni Brochu. I was the captain and outside hitter for the 2015 and 2016 Ohlone Renegade Volleyball seasons. So, you may be wondering a little bit more about me. Let me give you some background information. I was born and raised here in Cache Valley, California. I actually didn't really go to any schools in Castro Valley until I was in high school. So I went to a private school in Fremont, California called Christian Community Schools. There I attended from preschool all the way to 8th grade. I played many different sports when I got to the middle school level. There was definitely never a time that I wasn't playing a sport. I absolutely loved being an athlete. I loved being active. So I played soccer, I played volleyball, I played softball, and I played basketball. I decided once I graduated from 8th grade that I was going to go to a public school here in Castro Valley, which was called Cache Valley High School. I went there from 2010 to 2014. While I was there, I remember first starting and I didn't know a single person. I really didn't know what to think. I was extremely nervous. I remember the first time I was deciding if I should continue to play a sport. Which sport should I play? I loved playing softball. I loved playing basketball. And I absolutely loved playing soccer, and I absolutely loved playing volleyball. But it was so competitive where I was going to school. So I decided to choose one, and I decided to stick with volleyball. I am very happy that I did because it has left me in complete shock on where it has taken me in life. And I would never trade it for anything. I remember, I would say about a couple weeks before Cache Valley School would start, there was an open gym privilege for all the girls who wanted to play volleyball. And my dad told me about it, and I told him I was completely nervous. I didn't know what to think. I didn't really want to go because I didn't know anyone. And he told me that I should go and I would make friends, which I did. And still to this day, I am very close to a handful of them. And I remember going and absolutely loving it. I would say that if I never went, I would regret it to this day because it has led me to so many different avenues in my life and privileges that I would never want to take back. I made the JV squad my first year as a freshman, and then my following years I was on the varsity team. I was honored my junior year with second team all-league, and then before that, my sophomore year, I was honored as honorable mention. Then my junior year, I was second team all-league, and my senior year, I was honored as the captain, and I received first team all-league. During these times, we also were given the Scholastic Award for our team, and I was extremely excited to continue to play volleyball, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So I decided for my freshman, my sophomore, my junior, and my senior year, I would continue playing volleyball outside of my high school. So I played club volleyball. I traveled all over the place. I met so many amazing people, and I played for Core Volleyball Club out of Dublin, and I also played for Acceleration Volleyball Club, and absolutely loved traveling, absolutely loved meeting new people, and I've made lifelong friends that I will never trade for anything, and so many amazing memories that I hold very, very close to my heart. So, after playing for so many years, I was honored to be recruited to so many different colleges, whether they were junior colleges, out-of-state colleges, local colleges. I was just astonished on how many people really wanted me to play for them. So that leads me to my next story about college. See you soon. Before I move on to my next portion of my life, college, I also want to include that I've met so many amazing people throughout this journey of volleyball, and especially in the sports world, you meet so many amazing friends, and these friends, you can almost call them family. And I can't wait to share some more information about it with you. But the amazing people that I've met were always there for me. They've always pushed me. They've always made me who I am today. And without them, there's no way I could possibly be where I am today. And so I want to give a huge thank you to everyone that was part of my journey. Okay, I want you guys to think of one word that intimidates you. It doesn't have to be related to volleyball. It doesn't have to be related to anything that I'm talking about. I just want you to think of one word that intimidates you. I'm going to give you a second to think about it. Okay, time's up. My word was college. Yep. It might not be the biggest word in the dictionary, but let me tell you, that word had my heart beating fast. And you might be wondering why. Well, let me tell you. Being diagnosed with a learning disability at the age of 5 and a processing disorder, the word college never was actually in my vocabulary. I never thought that I would make it to college. Now, it doesn't mean that I got bad grades or anything of that nature. It was just hard for me to process certain things. And it made it difficult for me to get through school at some times. So when I got recruited to college, I had no idea where to begin. I knew that I wanted to continue playing volleyball because my heart absolutely loved and was happy when we played volleyball. Nothing else in the world mattered. So I knew that if I had a team and a coach and a whole posse behind me, I knew that I was going to be able to do it. And if it wasn't for my parents and my family, I wouldn't have probably played, because they have made such a huge impact in my life and gave me so much support that I really truly needed during that time. So here we go. I got recruited to many different colleges. I looked around, and going to a 4-year was something that was great, but I knew that I really wanted at that time was to go to Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo, because I really wanted to follow my brother's footsteps. And he went there and graduated in 2010 in agriculture business. So I definitely wanted to go there because I adored my older brother. And I knew that I needed some kind of background. I knew that I loved working with animals. I just absolutely loved it. And I really didn't know where to begin. So that's where it took me to being recruited by junior colleges. I got recruited by Foothill. I got recruited by Chabot. I got recruited by Ohlone. And I had a personal connection to Ohlone, not only because I fell in love when I went there to get like a recruitment tour. Not only did I fall in love with the staff, Jeremy as a coach, the assistant coaches, Melissa, and the other girls that showed me around. And I really honestly fell in love with the athletic program. They were just family. You always felt welcome. You always felt like you were supported. and I didn't even know them yet at that point. And it just felt like I was already home. And another reason why I chose Ohlone was because of a personal reason. I actually had a grandfather that passed away a couple years before that, and they actually lived down the street from Ohlone, and my grandparents would always take me to this flea market that was there on, every once in a while, and we always went to every single play that was at Alumni, and I went there growing up, so I knew that Ohlone held a very special place in my heart. And since I lost a very important person in my life, sorry, I thought it would make him proud that I was going there. Sorry. So I'm so happy that I ended up going there because it changed my life. So I will continue the story after I calm down. See you soon. I'm back. I'm sorry that you had to witness that. As you can see, family means a lot to me and still does mean a lot to me. Which leads me into the Ohlone adventure that I went on. These girls, the staff, the coaches that were all in my life during this time became my family. They were my biggest supporters. They were always there for me. They always pushed me to be my best. And they were just a true blessing to have and still have because they're still there for me, which I couldn't believe it. They're just amazing individuals all around. So, if you're watching this and you know who I'm talking about, I want to say thank you for absolutely leading me to where I am today. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here right now. So, thank you. But let's talk about this Ohlone journey, this Ohlone volleyball journey. It was amazing. I couldn't honestly think about one negative thing about it. Wait. Except one thing. That stinking hill. That hill was the worst part. Because when it was raining, we had to park all the way at the bottom of the hill. And we had to hike up to go to class and go to gym and all that. But there were still memories made during those times. And those are times that I cherish and I will never take back. And I still look at those days and it puts the biggest smile on my face. And I'm so blessed and honored to have such an opportunity to even play with such amazing athletes and amazing girls that have been a true inspiration to me even still to this day. So before going in and explaining about the accolades that I received at Ohlone, I really want to stop and say thank you to everyone that was there for me during that time, because without you, there's no possible way that I could have reached all of those without you. So, a huge thank you and a shout out to the amazing individuals that stood by my side the whole entire way through. So, I was privileged to say, and I'm still absolutely honored to say, that I was captain first my freshman year and my sophomore year, and that I received first team both my freshman year and my sophomore year, and that I was ranked high as an outside hitter in our league for both years, and that I also received my sophomore year a Scholastic Award alongside with Cameron Bricker, and one of the biggest accolades that I have ever reached as a female athlete is being the 2016 Ohlone Female Athlete of the Year. That was an accomplishment that I will never ever forget, and I am extremely honored to have my name up on the Ohlone wall forever. And I want every single time that someone is to see my name up on that wall is to remember what it means to have no I in team. The girls that were there right alongside me also have their name up on that board with me. Because without them, there's no possible way that I could have reached that goal without them. They allowed me and pushed me to be a better person and to be the best athlete for them and to really set myself up for success. And I want to say thank you to not only my amazing teammates, my amazing sisters that I've always wanted, but also to Coach Jeremy. Thank you. Thank you for pushing me. Thank you for staying after practice, after games, and talking to me and making sure that I was being pushed to be the better person. And you honestly have made me the person I am today. So thank you. I truly am blessed and grateful to have such an amazing person in my life. As I continued my academic career through college, I was able to graduate from Ohlone College with highest honors in 2016 with my AA in human development. I actually got recruited by many different colleges while I was playing at Alumni, but decided to hang up my shoes. That was by far the hardest decision I have ever made. It was hard for me to make, but I knew that I wanted to continue my education, so that is exactly what I did. I continued my education at California State University, East Bay. While I was there, I graduated in 2 years as well, and I graduated in 2018 with my bachelor's degree in liberal studies with a minor in human development. I am actually continuing my college. So right now I am in a graduate program, or also known as a credential program, as I am working my way up to becoming a middle school or high school math teacher. So while I've been doing that, in the time in between, I have been a substitute teacher, and I have actually kept my passion and love, and I've been spreading it to all sorts of different people by coaching. I actually been coaching for 6 years now, so I've been coaching, I've actually coached while I was playing at Ohlone. During the springtime, I was coaching a middle school team down the street at my old middle school that has the carpet gym. So yes, I went back there and I was coaching some girls, and now that are going off to college, I feel extremely old, but that's besides the point. I have also been able to coach all levels. So I've been able to coach middle school boys, middle school girls. I have actually come back to Ohlone, and I have coached at the Ohlone Junior Volleyball Club there. I have coached with a friend from actually high school, and then I have also coached with another friend that I met at Ohlone College. Her name is Ashley. I was her assistant coach, and that was a lot of fun. I've also been coaching at a private school in Dublin, and I have been privileged to be their head coach for the varsity team for the girls, and I've coached boys varsity before. I absolutely love coaching. I don't think I could ever give it up, but I wanted to tell you that if you feel like you hang up your shoes, that's not the end of the story. You can keep pushing. You can really go out there and show the love and passion that you have for volleyball and give it to young people or even adults, maybe even people that are older than you. When you show your passion for what you believe in and absolutely adore, people are going to listen. They are going to fall in love with it just as much as you are. So be happy. Be grateful for whatever you have in life and just continue. Keep being you. Keep being the happy person that you are and show the world what amazing things you can do with volleyball. Not only be fit and all those sorts of amazing things, but the amazing doors that it opens for people. I have been able to send off girls to college and high school and have taught them life lessons on how to be okay with who they are and be confident. So empower the people around you. That is all. And if that was one thing I could tell you, is just show your love and power that you have for volleyball and give it to others. That is all. So I will catch you in the next video. See you soon. Let's talk about the difficulties of today. Yeah, the COVID-19. It's really hard to have something taken away from you unexpectedly. So my heart goes out to you, Ohlone athletes, that have had your season canceled. I can only imagine how hard it was to have the news delivered to you. So I just want to say we can all come in this and do this together and make it such a stronger and loving atmosphere after this if we all do our part. Some ways that I've been able to make sure that I'm staying sane is by going on walks, runs, going on hikes, and just making sure that I'm getting some sunshine in my life. I love sunshine, making sure that I'm staying mentally healthy. And luckily I live on a ranch with some land, so I have the horses. I'm able to go horseback riding. So I've been really enjoying some time figuring out who I am and really just catching up on things. So find ways that you can stay mentally healthy, and staying stable is one of the biggest things. And I know you're a strong cookie, and I know you can get through this. If you need help or need anyone to talk to, I'm always here for you. Don't be hesitant to reach out. I hope you're doing good. And I just really want to say thank you for watching this video, and I hope it puts some light in your life during these difficult times, and just really try your best to do the best that you can. So I hope to see you around. Thank you for watching, and God bless. Bye.